Hey everyone, how's it going? This is SeeFour here. Today we're going to be looking at two guns in Black Squad that I think are pretty awesome and can probably be your first to buy when they nerf the KSG, that is, if you know what the game is. If not, then we'll talk about that later. But other than that, guys, we're going to be looking at the hnk417 and this gun, the Type 95, seeing over which one's better. Let's get into it. Alright guys, and if you're wondering why out of these two you should get one of them, either the Type 95 or the hnk417, is because they are both the weapons that you can buy right off the start of the game when you log in with the gold it gives you. Now the game gives you 200,000 gold to start off, and each of these guns costs 120,000 gold. So you can potentially buy both of them within 2 days, so you can have both of them. I do have both of them. And overall, the reason I'm comparing these guns as well is because they are part of the same archetype. In Black Squad, they have archetypes of weapons where certain guns do same damage and fire rate, and then other guns are split because of that. So this is the most damaging but slowest fire rate guns in the game. Now because of that, of course, there comes the fact of which one should you buy. If they both kill in the same amount of shots, they both shoot around the same fire rate, they're basically the same gun, right? Well, that's where you would be wrong. So from my personal experience, from what I have used on that gun already, I have, I think, like 400 or 300 kills on the hnk417. So that's pretty good. And then the Type 95, I have around 100, 150 so far, because I unlocked the 416 first. Now, in my personal experience, I'm just going to say this and throw it out of the way. If you don't want to watch the rest of the video, go ahead and pick up the Type 95. However, if you do want to keep watching the rest of the video, what you're seeing on your screen right now is the hnk417's stats. Now, this one is going to have an accuracy of 66, a power rating of 45, which is damage, range of 61, rate of fire of 54, and a stability of 41. Now, with the numbers you're seeing on the right side of that, the green and the red numbers are basically the comparison between the hnk417 and the Type 95. So let's actually hop over to the stats on that so I can show you the exact stats. Alright, so here are the exact stats for the Type 95. An accuracy of 65, a power rating of 45, same as the hnk, a range of 61, rate of fire 56, stability 44, and mobility 76. Now, it does have an ammunition of 35 as well, so that's an extra 4 bullets that you can get. One of the main things that the hnk does have over the Type 95 is that it does have a grenade launcher attached to it automatically. You just press 1 again and you'll be into that mode. Now this is really good if you're going to be playing battle match, because it allows you to do extra damage to the crates without having to spend any of your credits. So gameplay, guys, what you've been seeing has been the hnk417. Now I don't have too many fabulous clips of that because it is actually really hard to control compared to the Type 95, which is why I said you should just get the Type 95. So one of the main things about this game, if you have not played Black Squad, and if this is going to be your first time buying a gun in there, you're just starting out, every gun comes with a sight on it, as well as your suppressor and a laser sight as well. Now what that does is you cannot change the sights. So the hnk417 comes with a holographic sight that you've been seeing, and that sight actually isn't that great for target acquisition and such, and you'll lose your target a lot, as well as if you're trying to like corner peek, you're gonna lose some things as well. It's just not that great overall in terms of how good of a sight it is and helping you aim. Now, another thing that the hnk417 does have that's a huge negative, and this is the main reason why I recommend buying the Type 95 over it, is that it has unpredictable, and I mean crazy unpredictable, recoil. You will not be able to predict it 90% of the time, and it just goes all over the place, and that's pretty bad. If you really think about it, it's pretty bad, and it's gonna have it be lots of luck involved, lots of RNG involved, and that's not what you want for a gun, especially when other guns have a lot less RNG and a lot less recoil and can kill you pretty quickly as well. Now that is the main reason you're seeing mostly clips from the Type 95, because it's a lot easier to use and a lot easier to get crazy good clips with it because of that fact. And as well as the recoil on this gun is mostly left and right and a little bit up, not too much, however that does help you. Now one thing I do want to point out with the Type 95 that I noticed, I might have some clips of it here somewhere, I should say, sorry I can't talk, but when you're hip firing and you're spraying, after a while it'll actually go all the way higher than your crosshair. It'll go up above your crosshairs where it'll actually shoot instead of where your crosshair is. Now this is actually a really bad thing. However, if you do get used to it, it can work in your favor and you can actually use it pretty well, and you'll be able to just get crazy sprees like I've been getting so far with some of my clips. Now, not to say that it's a perfect gun, it does have its drawbacks of being a pretty high recoil weapon, but it can do some serious damage. You can get two-shot headshots as well as I think 4 maximum body shots because of the Kevlar, and because of sometimes it'll not hit just straight up body shots, it'll hit your arm or something, you know, but it's pretty darn good. The least amount of shots you can take is going to be 2 headshots with this gun and to kill, and that makes it super awesome. And the sight is amazing. In my opinion, it's one of the best sights in the game. I like it. It's the Cobra sight. I highly recommend you buy this. Now last thing I just want to say before I finish this off, the KSG is the most overpowered gun right now. It's a shotgun, it can cross map. However, they are already planning to nerf it. They have some patch notes on how they're going to nerf it. My opinion, I don't think it's gonna do that much, but we'll just wait and see how good it can be after the nerf. But right now, I definitely recommend you buy the Type 95. If you're gonna be playing battle a lot, though, I mean, go for the HNK because it has that grenade launcher and it'll allow you to climb up your rank and get more points faster, and it'll help your team out in the long run because you're able to do extra 200 damage with your grenade launcher. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not too much. I mean, these guns are very similar. The main thing is just that recoil pattern, which I recommend the Type 95 because the recoil pattern is a lot easier to use. Again, if I have some clips on there, I'll throw them in there. If not, then, you know, just go for it. Other way, guys, I'll see you in the next video. If you did enjoy, please subscribe for some more Black Squad gameplays and streams, as well as more Rainbow. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.